I'm Jeff Goolsby with the Goolsby Group. This is another episode of Real Information from the Office, where I answer real estate questions and offer advice and pro tips right here from my office in Roseville. So today's episode is, recently I put together a blog post about the difference between a buyer's agent and a listing agent. And today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to ask powerful questions that will save you tens of thousands of dollars when selling your home. Another way of saying it is I'm going to teach you how to ask better questions to your listing agent. Okay, because a good listing agent is going to save you tens of thousands of dollars of your home, or make you tens of thousands of dollars more when selling. And asking these powerful questions will help you to figure out if you do have a good listing agent, or if you just have maybe a really good agent on the other end of the line. But ideally, you want a good listing agent. So, power question number 1. What is the marketing strategy that you insist upon using? What is the marketing strategy that you insist upon using? And the reason this is a powerful question is it's going to allow the listing agent to explain to you what his main value proposition is, his or her main value proposition is when marketing your home, right? You want a real estate agent that has so much conviction and belief in the systems and strategies that they use, that if you were to say, I don't want to use that strategy, working together might be a deal breaker, right, for that agent. They might say, well, you know what, then I don't think I can represent you to the capacity that I would want to represent you, and it might not work. So you want to have someone that has so much conviction and belief in their system and process and strategies, that know that those strategies are going to help and serve you, that they wouldn't want to work without doing it, right? They wouldn't want to compromise on that strategy. It's a better way of asking, what are you going to do to sell my home, right? It's a better way of asking that question. Rather than hear a long list, I would much rather you hear the thing that they have the absolute most conviction about. And a lot of times you'll hear the X factor about why that person is going to be beneficial to you. Power question number 2 is, what is going to be my actual bottom line if I hire you? Now, this question gets brought up all the time. It's just in a very different way. And the main way is, what's your commission? What do you charge? What are your fees? That's what most people are asking, real estate agents when they're talking to them on the phone. And here's why I'm telling you that a power question like, what is going to be my actual bottom line if I hire you, is a better question to ask, because when you ask that question, you're actually aligning with that person. You're not putting them on the defense where they're forced into a situation where they're going to have to rattle off all the values of hiring them, where they're going to have to explain all of the things and features that they're going to do for you and try to justify the amount that they're going to ask for compensation. You're saying, hey, if I hire you, what is that going to mean for me? What is that going to do for me and for my bottom line? And man, isn't that just so much more of a powerful question? You're going to get the same answer. You're going to find out what fees are. You're going to find out, what the sales price is going to be. But at that point, you're in alignment with the professional that you're considering choosing and interviewing, and you're going to get a better answer, more powerful answer, and that will serve you much, much better than putting this person on the defense. Power question number 3. Tell me about someone you have helped that is similar to me, and how did it work out for them? Tell me about someone that you have helped that is similar to me, and how did it work out for them? This question is kind of like, it's a more powerful question for, tell me about your experience. How many years have you been in the business? What's your experience in this neighborhood like? This is a more powerful question because if you go and you read the blog post that we did about the differences between a listing agent and a buyer's agent, you'll see that, buyer's agents or people that are heavy, that work more with buyers than they do sellers, you'll find out that, just because an agent has sold 12 homes to maybe 12 different buyers in your area, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best choice for representing you as a seller in that area. So when you ask somebody, hey, what's your experience? They can tell you, yeah, I've sold 30 homes in the last year or 2 years or 3 years or whatever their statistic is that qualifies them as experienced. But what that doesn't do is it doesn't tell them about their experience with selling homes, specifically listing homes. It doesn't tell them about their experience in working with someone that has a home just like yours. It doesn't tell them about, doesn't tell you how they're going to work with someone that's just like you or that maybe has a life experience like yours. It doesn't dive deeper. And ultimately, isn't that what we're looking for when we ask somebody what their experience is? We want to know if they're going to be able to work with us well and represent us to the fullest. So power question number 3 is, tell me about someone you have helped that is similar to me and how did it work out for them? And bonus, if they're able to actually provide contact information or at very least a testimonial. Hey, I've worked with someone that's just like you that unfortunately was also separating with their spouse, that had a home just like yours. Matter of fact, they were just around the corner from you. They also had a 2-story home, and we're putting it on the market right around this same time, in whatever. Anyhow, and by the way, here's the testimonial that they said. Right, so that would be kind of a bonus if you were able to get a reference, a contact information, or a testimonial from them to help kind of solidify their experience. So anyhow, that's power question number 3. So power question number 1 is, what is the marketing strategy that you insist upon using? Power question number 2, what is going to be my actual bottom line if I hire you? How much am I going to keep when I sell this home? And then power question number 3 is, tell me about someone you have helped that is similar to me and how did it work out for them? I hope those power questions help you to make powerful decisions. It's a seller's market. You're in control. And I see a lot of people leaving money on the table, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I want you to think of these powerful questions, and hopefully you ask them to me at some point in time. I'm Jeff Goolsby with the Goolsby Group at Keller Williams. Thanks for watching.